Hello, it is October 19th, and I realize I have not updated in a very long time. And the reason for that was, um, I was supposed to go to the Airbnb and got so excited, told everybody all about it. And then it didn't work out the way I had hoped or planned, foreseen. And I wasn't really doing great with it. I was really bummed out because it was one of those things that was like a super important milestone to me, and to have it not work out, it was a blow, and I didn't want to talk about it. But it's funny. What happened is something happened in. They sent me the credentials, and they said you go up 6 steps to go into the lobby. And I thought, oh God, steps! I didn't know there were going to be steps. I'm not going to be able to do steps. It's self check in. I can't take steps up go take steps and be having a suitcase. Like I can't do that. So I called to see like what the step situation was. And when I called, they said, actually, we're so glad you called. We're not putting you in that property. We're going to put you in a different one because something happened to the floor and that apartment's no longer available. Well, I said, the only reason I'm going there is so that I can have this meeting to look at the apartment that I want to rent. And so that was canceled, and I got a refund, which was great. And I thought, great, this will be my security deposit for if I take this apartment. And I called the apartment people and I said, hey, so there is something wrong with the floor in the apartment next door. Does that mean I shouldn't come for my meeting in the apartment next door? And she said, no, but if you want, we can have a phone call. And so I had a phone call and I asked a lot of the questions that I would have asked in our meeting. And it turns out that I super duper can't afford this apartment. It includes zero utilities, and it was a kind of large loft, which means just the heating would have been putting me at kind of a difficulty. But having no water, sewer, trash, heat, electric, nothing. Um, Very disappointingly, I was like, I'm really not going to be able to afford an apartment in the city of any kind. Um, and that was a bummer because I thought I had planned so well. And, you know, I think some weird part of me thought, okay, you've been working so hard. The first thing you do is going to work out because you've worked so hard, and like you deserve the first thing to work out. And that's not how life works. It's not Monopoly. You do not pass go, do not collect $200. Like it's just, that's not how it works. And so I'm feeling better about it now, but I was very bummed out. And what I did is I immediately booked a month-long stay at an Airbnb because I do need to prove to myself that I am physically capable of living by myself. I know that I can do that, but there's like this thing in my brain that says you'll fall, you're going to die, you're not going to be able to do it. You're not healthy enough, you're not strong enough, you're not small enough, you're not all these things. And to combat that, I got an Airbnb. I'm going to be going November 3rd through the month of November. And I'm going to live by myself for a month. And it's going to be just fine, even though the building has 6 steps to get into, which I'm nervous about. But we will figure that part out when we get there. And then when I come home, it will be all full steam ahead finding a good surgeon to fix my hip so that I can not be worried about stairs and just live my life, even with all the skin. And yes, the skin is in the way. And yes, all of that is a problem. But I can exist with a lot of skin for a good amount of time. I can finish losing my weight, go and get the surgery whenever I raise the money for it. It'll be fine. I just need to fix this hip so that I can go and live on my own and feel safe. And I have the opportunity to stay where I am and heal and whatever. So that's the not ideal but current situation. And it's fine. I am disappointed, but it doesn't really diminish the joy of my future. Like I really could be happy anywhere, having my own little shoebox to live in. You know what I mean? So that's what we're going to do. And that's how it's going to be. Is it what I was hoping? No, I wanted this cool, fun place that would put me in the center of things so that I could have easily moving from one thing to another once I could walk, and be close to the zoo so that that's fine. Take, an Uber, go to the zoo. It's still fine. It's just not exactly what I thought was going to happen. And I am disappointed and I am bummed about it. But realistically, this is all still fine. You know, I'm not without hope. I'm not without a future. I still have all of those things. and my whole life does not hang on one little apartment or a concept, So yeah, and that's why I booked this Airbnb, to kind of prove that to myself, to be like, okay, you get a little trial run of living by yourself, and just to remind yourself that you've done this before and you can do it again. And that's what we're gonna do. And that's kind of the scoop. I apologize for not um, telling you guys how it went. Um, I just it was one of those things like everybody's excited for you to have it not work out is a bummer. So, um, but you know what that means when all does work out. We got over yet another bit of adversity, and look at us go, and we did it, and um, it'll be fine. So currently, that's what we're doing. Got a little, well, about 2 weeks, a little more than 2 weeks, and I'm doing training montages to try and practice going up. It's got 6 steps, but they're little. So all I have to do is step up a step, and they have little railings. My brother's going to go with me, so he's going to be my support system, quite literally, and help me get up those steps. And I'm only going to be there a month, and I don't have to go up and down the steps. I'm not going to be going to and fro. I'm just going to be kind of hanging out, so it should be fine. And I'm nervous about it, but like it's just going to suck for a little bit, to walk up those steps. It's going to be painful, but then the rest of it's going to be great. And then my messages will be from a fun apartment for a little while, and that'll be lovely. And then we'll be stressed about getting the hip surgery and finding insurance, who's in my insurance, and all of that fun medical stuff. But there's good things coming, and I'm excited for those things. So that's the current scoop. And I hope you are well. I hope that you're getting ready for Halloween. I do have Halloween here, but I don't know how much I like it. It's just black with like orange front, but I will wear it at least once for Halloween. So that's currently where we're at. But I love you. I hope you're good. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.